Redondo Beach and most cities in California have adopted this California Solar Permitting Guidebook that is dictated to cities from California, and it has formatted standard templates for different types of solar systems. So the important ones that we're probably most interested in is these standard plans, and you're probably going to fall into one of these two standard plans, either the string inverter system or a microinverter system, which I ended up doing. And so basically you just sort of fill out all the details of your system. Now, of course, you're going to have to know all those details, and it's not very good if things change. I've found out you really have to get your system has to be solid to start out with. So basically they've already given you, and the California book has already given you the basic set of plans. Now there are a few blanks that you're going to have to produce, like this roof layout, and they go into some structural details that you have to have, but they're not really going through too much detail here. I think a better alternative, not a better alternative, this is the best, because you can just walk right into the city and you basically have this set of plans. However, I recommend using Solar Design Tool, and it's a program online. You can learn how to operate it pretty quickly. There's some tutorial videos, and this will produce a very detailed set of drawings that fills in all those blanks for you, and it has a line drawing that is a bit more detailed. In fact, I use this for Edison when I went to get my plans from Edison. It gives you more details on the labeling, which is pretty important, as it turns out. It's got this roof diagram that it will take you through, and they also have exiting fire access. There's some fire code that you have to consider. Then they'll take everything that you've decided to put your standard racking system and put all the details on the plan for the city. And then they'll also incorporate your detailed drawing. Now this is the detailed drawing I did in Visio, and I recommend you try to do a detailed drawing, and ideally in some sort of scale drawing in Visio that can change a lot, because I was forever making a lot of changes in my stuff. But I think when I first started looking at permitting on the California guide, I kind of went back and thought about details and was doing a lot of changes. I think what you need to have solid in your head is how big a system are you gonna need, and what will be cost effective based on what your utility rates are. And you can kind of use this tool here, which will it will basically figures out where you live and what your roof angle is, and what your roof tilt is, and it will come up with the energy production, and you can do a pretty brief cost analysis. I'd have to say, I think anything between 4 and 5 years is probably a reasonable, size system. There's another site here that I used that was pretty good, and based on, it basically gives you a bill of materials on different systems, and so then it kind of solidifies in your mind what you're going to do. Are you going to do microinverters? Are you going to do string inverters? So that was quite helpful. The other thing is, I've noticed that people tend to maybe get drawn toward kits. This is a package kit. There's everything's in the kit, and a lot of companies offer these. But I think it's probably best that you just have somebody help you put together all the pieces. And here's a company that's pretty good. They have competitive prices, and they'll assist you with the kit, or not with the kit, but with your own custom system. And like, for instance, I wanted large cells. I wanted large modules because it made sense for my plan. The space in the roof I had, I didn't want a whole bunch of cells or modules. I just wanted large modules. I could just have a few of them, and it made the racking a lot easier. And I wanted microinverters because I kind of had a small system. There are tools then that if you use standard racking, you can use these tools and come up with a parts list, and you could kind of understand how things go together. So then you sort of get things solid, for your plan check. Okay, so once you go down to the city and you pull a permit and you pay them $600, I think that you may want to then go on to the Edison site and apply for the interconnection agreement. So what they want from you is they want an inspection. They want your inspection card, which of course that's not going to come till later. But for instance, they want a plot plan, the same one that I actually had from my solar design tool. Then they also want a single line diagram, which is again the same one for solar design tool. So it's kind of nice that you can just take those PDFs and just start the agreement with Edison, so you can roll back your meter on that. I'd wish you a lot of luck with your project, and thanks for listening to this video.